Here we go. New session. 450 to 401. 450. Live by Night. Affleck stars and is the director in this film. Takes place during the Roaring Twenties during Prohibition, and Affleck tries to work his way to the top. A lot is going on in this movie. Affleck does a good job recreating the 1920s setting. Like I said, I was just kind of reading my notes there. Yeah, a lot's going on in the movie. It's been a little while since I've seen it, but it's just like it's well thought out. It's pretty cool. I don't want to complain about Affleck because I did that earlier. Like with him and The Accountant. Like I don't think he's like a top-notch actor, but I think he's directed some other pretty good movies. He's very talented. Just don't think he's quite a top-notch actor. But like if they had a top-notch actor, like in this movie he directed, it'd be even better. Okay, next 449. The Name of the Rose. Sean Connery is a Franciscan monk slash detective. When different monks turn up dead, he investigates. And there's what's cool about this movie is there's like philosophy, like literal philosophy with this movie, which I like. I can't give anything away about what happens, what the philosophy is. It's highly rated. I think it's like I forgot, like 7.7 IMDb or something like. Yes, it's higher rated than I thought it would be. Um, I mean, it's not surprising to me because this is my ranking. I just didn't think other people would like the movie so much. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. 448, Charlie Wilson's War. Not a very long movie, but just solid movie. Tom Hanks, Philip Seymour Hoffman. True story about Texas Representative Charlie Wilson and how he helped fund the Afghans against the Russians, contributing to the fall of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War. It's an important movie to watch if that's really true, which I mean it probably is. But who else did the funding? Yeah, they were working with the CIA as well, and then the lady, I forgot who she was exactly, but yeah, it top notch acting, just really good movie. Next we have Hamburger Hill, a movie about the brutal task to take over a hill over 10 days during the Vietnam War. Does a good job showing soldier life during downtime, shows the racial tensions, and just brutal battles. Very good war movie and a very underrated war movie with, give me a second here. Yeah, it was Don Cheadle, and I don't recognize any of the other actors. Sorry, I had to turn off the fan that was next to me. Hopefully, it wasn't really making too much noise, but I just started this, so I think we're okay. 446, Mean Streets, Scorsese's first somewhat big movie. De Niro and Harvey Keitel, small-time hoodlum, in over his head with a vicious loan shark. Very good crime movie. These are the type of movies I rank higher. Is it unique? Is it a crime movie? Or like a mob movie? Is it sci-fi? Is it war? Stuff like that. So a little bit biased with those genres. 445, Sully, true story, highly rated. True story, Captain Chelsea Sullenberger, emergency landing in New York's Hudson River. Can't give anything away really. Yeah, I'm looking back, am I describing these movies enough? I think so. Yeah, some of them. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, next up we have Bridge of Spies. highly rated IMDb. It's good. It's a really good movie. Tom Hanks um, plays last name Donovan. He's really looked down upon for being Soviet spy Rudolph Abel's public defender, and then later on, Donovan is later called upon to negotiate a famous prisoner exchange during the Cold War. Based on true story. So I understand it being ranked so high. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would put this like in the top 300 or something. I just don't really want to do that. I think it's really good. I just don't think it's incredible or anything. Um, okay, next, 443 Dogma, and I have a note to read from my phone on this one. Two fallen angels who were ejected from paradise find themselves banned in Wisconsin. They are now headed for New Jersey, where they find a loophole that can get them back into heaven. The only catch is that it will destroy humanity. A group bands together to stop them. It's a 7.3 IMDb. It's one of Matt Damon's first movies. Ben Affleck. It's like, what are my notes here? It's really good. I mean, it's unique. I wouldn't say it's like really, really good, but it's unique. That's why it gets the higher rating. I don't think it really makes fun of religion that much at all. Yeah, that was my note. It's good stuff in my opinion. Next up we have 442, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Daniel Craig. Disgraced financial reporter finds a chance to redeem his honor after being hired by wealthy Swedish industrialist to solve the 40-year-old murder of his niece. Craig gets matched up with an unlikely but smart investigator, and it's like on these type of movies, crime movies, I can't give stuff away, so I can't really tell you too much other than it's a very solid movie. 441 The Soloist, based on a true story. LA columnist Steve Lopez and Nathaniel Ayers, a homeless schizophrenic musician, and Lopez does a story on him. That's all I can tell you. There's a lot more to the movie than that, obviously. Sometimes when you read, like I was reading about this movie earlier, and they kind of give, like, I've noticed, like, they kind of give the movies away just when the main Google thing. So it's like, I'm trying not to give anything away, but what was I gonna say? The Soloist, Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Foxx, phenomenal acting, no question, and it's sad, but it's also, and it's a good ending. Like it's a good movie, a really good movie. Okay, next up, The Outlaw, number 440, The Outlaw, Josie Wales. Eastwood movie. His family is murdered. He then joins a Confederate guerrilla group, try to get a little retaliation. Then he retreats to Texas, and then they're trying to hunt him down. So probably told you a little too much, but I got to tell you something, so I don't know how else to explain it, but it's not too much that I told you, I don't think, but it's a very good Western movie, and that's why it's 440. 439, J. Edgar. Man, if anyone thinks Leo is overrated as an actor, probably need to watch this movie. I mean, he plays J. Edgar Hoover, head of the FBI for nearly 50 years. Hoover was a complete weirdo, and that's an understatement. And then my note is, I think I already told you, Leo is unreal in this movie. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you about this J. Edgar Hoover guy. I mean, he's a freak, man. I mean, freak's the wrong word, but I don't even. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. I'm trying not to be like that judgmental type, but go ahead and watch the movie if you want. You may not want to. It's pretty weird, but it's a good movie, though. It's fascinating. I mean, we're talking about the head of the FBI for nearly 50 years. Okay, next. 438 Magnolia. I talked about this in an earlier video. It's 3 hours. Cruise is unreal as a motivational speaker. Um, this is a hyperlink cinema, where the stories are interconnected, and I seen it one time. I couldn't quite piece it all together how it all fits. So I'm probably gonna have to read about it or watch it again. You know me, I gotta watch other movies though. I can't be watching this again. I mean, I'll probably try to read about it and figure it out better. I mean, I kind of understand how some of them are connected. Don't get me wrong, but it was like it just wasn't smooth enough to me. Like the movies that can smoothly connect everything, I think those are better. But it got a 8.0 IMDb, so it's who's that director? I forgot his name. How did I forget his name? But yeah. Okay, give me a second. Okay, next up we have 437 Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Steve Martin and John Candy. Haven't seen this in about 20 years. Just a classic comedy. They have to travel together after a snowstorm, and Candy's just he's unbelievable in the movie. Bandit, it's okay. So yeah, I probably need to watch this movie again. Okay, next up we have 436 Rob Roy, 18th century Scotland. Rob Roy, very underrated adventure action movie. His friend takes a 1,000-pound loan, but bad actors sabotage this by killing his friend and stealing the money. And you can imagine where it goes from there. It's just underrated movie. No question, underrated. Unbelievably underrated. How about that? 435, The Oxford Murders, with Elijah Wood. This is a very cool movie. Murder mystery, math problem, complicated math problem. I mean, not that complicated, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, they get these mathematicians and the professor, and it's involving fractals. Fractals are like that stuff, like those patterns that you see in nature, just the patterns you see in everything in the world. So I was fascinated by like just the math. It is just like really, it's a cool movie. No question. Guess what? We got another Lemur Neeson movie. 434 Walk Amongst the Tombstones. Liam Neeson is an ex-cop, unlicensed private detective who investigates some really bad people, and to catch the killers he blurs the line between lawful and unlawful. Been a while since I've seen the movie. I just remember it being really good. Sometimes like you, it's been a while since you've seen a movie, and the movie makes you feel some type of way, right? But you can't explain why it's good. Kind of like that, when I watch so many movies, I just kind of know. I just know it's a good movie, if that makes sense, intuitively. What was I going to say, though? I was going to say something else. Yeah, hate to do this again, but think of like a little bit of a poor man's Prisoners. Kind of like that. It's solid. Let me see. Where am I at? How am I getting mixed up? My bad. 433, The Talented Mr. Ripley. Recently watched this. Never really watched it because I always heard people say it was weird and it was just not that good of a movie. It really is a good movie, though. I mean, it is weird, though, but Matt Damon's character is playing 3D chess the entire movie, and he does have some luck, but can't tell you too much. It's a crazy movie, and it's a very good movie, no question. Next up, we have 432, National Treasure, phenomenal movie, low key phenomenal. Cage plays a historian and a code breaker, finds a clue linking treasure to the Declaration of Independence. Really, really good movie. It's just all the clues he has to figure out, and just it's just Cage is a better actor than a lot of people think. I believe, he just is. You know what? I need to add a link or a picture to Angels and Demons, and I need to watch that movie. Like for the longest time, I was hesitant based on reading about what it's about, but I don't want to get into conspiracy theories at all. But I want to. I need to watch that movie, so I'm gonna add a link. I'm sorry, a picture to that movie. Okay, next up. 431, As Good as It Gets, Jack Nicholson. He's a writer with really bad OCD, and the movie is about can he get out of his shell and learn to live a little. He's given the opportunity by a set of circumstances, you could say, and it just can he get out of his shell? It's a phenomenal movie. Like, man, it's a good movie. This one gets a higher rating coming up at 430 just because it's unique. Don't worry, he won't get far on foot. Joaquin Phoenix and Jonah Hill, after nearly dying in a car accident and becoming a quad, Callahan or Joaquin Phoenix still doesn't want to give up alcohol, but he reluctantly enters a treatment program where he finds he has a knack for drawing. And what's his name? Jonah Hill does a good job. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a unique movie, and it's solid. Okay, next up we have got 429, Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood. Looking at the list here before I had gotten started on this batch, I feel like this one's a little too high, but it's not like it's top 400, but it's probably okay. I kind of rank up the war movies higher anyway. But Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood, he's about to retire. First, he's not really liked by most of the recruits, but then some appreciate him as he prepares his recruits for war they don't believe will come. And then the U.S. then invades Grenada. It always seems like that country should be called Grenada, but it's Grenada, like a grenade. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, it's the movie. Trying to remember it. Like it's good. It's really good. It's really good. I'm okay with it being ranked where it's at. Clint Eastwood as a soldier. Come on now, you know what I mean. All right, next we have Speed 428. Absolute classic. Keanu Reeves works bomb squad, and Dennis Hopper is all about that life. And they go to battle. Sandra Bullock's in the movie. Obviously, it involves a bus. I don't think I'm giving anything away here, but the bus can't really come to a stop. I think it's such a classic, and it's kind of the premise when you read about it. But Hopper makes the movie, man. He's such a good villain. You know what I mean? 427 Seabiscuit, feel good movie about how Seabiscuit, a temperamental and undersized horse, became one of the most successful race horses of all time after struggling at the beginning of his race career. Seabiscuit becomes an inspiration for the U.S. during the Great Depression. Really solid movie. Tobey Maguire, Jeff Bridges, solid. Next up, 426, The Life of Pi. I rewatched this recently. Thought it was going to be better. Was kind of thinking I was going to put it in the top 300, but just barely, a little bit disappointed. But tragedy strikes the ship going from India to Canada. The only survivors are Pi and a Bengal tiger. And it's quite a remarkable journey. You know, I don't want to give anything away. It's low key phenomenal. It's good. This is where it should be ranked, minimum probably. 425, Body of Lies, really good geopolitical film with Leo and Crow as they try and capture terrorists all Salim. Well, I don't have any other notes on it. What was I don't want to give anything away, but Russell Crowe's character is really good at I don't know if this is the right term, but running interference, you could say. Yeah, he makes the movie, his character, on this different stuff he's doing. Obviously, Leo makes the movie as well. I'm going to also include Three Kings and the Kingdom. They're okay movies. In terms of what's better, I think Three Kings is better, but they're okay. They're not top 700, though, in my opinion. Next movie. 424, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Low-key phenomenal. I need to stop saying that, huh? But I'm in that territory in the low 400s, huh? I guess it's fitting. So Islamic militants attacked the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya, killing the ambassador and an officer for the Foreign Service. Less than a mile away, former soldiers now of the annexed security team. Those 6 men get in a fierce firefight to save the lives of the remaining Americans. Yeah, it is low-key phenomenal. This movie should probably be higher. It's that good. It is that good. Okay, next up. 423, Boondock Saints. Cult classic. Not a huge fan. I'm rating this where it is, a little out of peer pressure. I know people want it even higher. Irish Catholic twin brothers are inspired by their faith to cleanse their city, Boston, of evil with their own vigilante justice. William Dafoe plays an eccentric FBI agent. Kind of a weird movie. It's good. It's good. It's better than good. Yeah, I understand people wanting this like in the top 300. I totally get it. I mean, it's solid. Next up, we have got 422, High Plains Drifter. Very good Western with Eastwood. He shows up to town, not liked by the townspeople, but then they need him to help them fend off a band of criminals who have been terrorizing the town. Surprising plot, right? But it's still really good. Like, it's, even though it's not a surprising plot, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the movie, but it's just, I mean, I need to stop saying solid so much, but it's a really good movie. And I've got to get the Westerns in there, man. You know, I think it's hard to make a good Western. I shouldn't say that because I don't have any of the John Wayne Westerns. I haven't seen a ton, but I've been trying to watch a lot, though, to be honest with you. Next up. 421, World's Fastest Indian. Anthony Hopkins in 1967. At the age of 68, Burt Munro. I know I'm probably saying that last name wrong. Hopkins tries to set the land record in the sub 1000cc class at the Bonneville Salt Flats. It's just so cool. Just the idea, like, of racing, like, on, like, I mean, I've never watched a NASCAR race, but just the idea that they actually go to, like, I guess that's what, in Utah, the Bonneville Salt Flats, that they do that. I just think that's so cool, you know. But I saw this when it first came out. It's been a long time. It's a really good movie. Definitely. Okay, next up, 420 Rainmaker. Matt Damon and Danny DeVito team up to take on a big insurance company that won't provide coverage for a lady's dying son. Very good movie. Can't tell you anything about anything that happens. Gotta leave it at that, you know. 419 Gone Baby Gone. Highly rated movie here. A girl goes missing. The mom is drugged up throughout the movie. She's a druggie. And Casey Affleck, almost said his name wrong, didn't I? Is hired to find her. The girl, that is. All kinds of crazy plot twist. Morgan Freeman, Ed Harris. Great movie. I don't know if it's as high as its IMDb. I forgot. What is the IMDb? It might be like 8 or so. I don't know if it's that high, but it's, yeah. I mean, I feel a little obligated to rate this movie high, but yeah, this is about right where it's rated, you know. Next up, 418 Miller's Crossing, Coen Brothers movie. Let's just say a woman complicates things for most everyone, mobsters and their underlings. I mean, it's, without giving anything away, I could tell you who's in the movie. John Turturro. Pretty sure it's Tim Roth. You know what? Give me a second. Well, I was wrong on Tim Roth. Gabriel Byrne, Albert Finney, John Polito, Marcia Gay Harden, Steve Buscemi, J.E. Freeman. And yeah, so a lot of those I don't really know too well. Yeah, it's good. It's good. 417. This is weird. This is almost a horror movie, but not quite. I kind of make the executive decision, don't I? I allowed what was the movie? The rom-com Silver Linings Playbook, and I'm going to allow The Descent barely. I'm going to say this is more an adventure than a horror movie, though. Friends go caving and things get crazy in the North Carolina caves. I mean, it's just good, man. It's just a really good movie. Yeah. Next up, 416 Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Ethan Hawke and Philip Seymour Hoffman scheme to rob their parents' jewelry store. Things don't go as planned, though. I mean, obviously, can't tell you anything. What else could I tell you? Yeah, that's it. I can tell you it's a very good movie, obviously. That's about it. 415 Unknown, another Liam Neeson movie. You know, I might have to do videos over the rankings of the best actors, and I could get like mathematical where it's like, okay, who has the most movies in a certain top 2, 3, 400, you know. I mean, I could use a bunch of different inputs, but just thinking, you know. Liam Neeson gets in a car wreck in Berlin, Germany, and then things get very complicated. Can't say more. The plot is phenomenal. It's it's called Unknown. I think I said that. Yeah, I can't say anything more. You see how I like these suspenseful movies. I guess they're higher ranked, you know. Imitation Game, British Intelligence, M16 recruits Cambridge mathematics, Alan Turing, Benedict Cumberbatch to crack Nazi codes, including Enigma. He creates a machine to try and break them. Very good movie. Did it win Picture of the Year? No, I don't think it did. No, but it's low key phenomenal. That phrase is apropos at this point. Yeah, very good. 413 Gravity. During a routine spacewalk, disaster strikes two astronauts. And I put a note, I really need to rewatch this movie. I can't remember it at all too well. I just remember I told you I like the movies where they have to battle to survive and stuff. Yeah, it's true, but it's also, I don't like being stressed out. I remember this whole movie, it's just so much suspense. You're just like stressed out, which is what kind of can make a movie really good, right? But that's why I don't like the horror movies, the supernatural horror movies, or just horror. I just don't want to be stressed out about it. But yeah, Gravity, I was like stressed out. It was like edge of your seat for sure. So I know it's like really good and it's got a good rating. Okay, next. Oh my god, dude. I just messed up. I told you about my rom-com a little earlier than I thought. I had already brought it up to you, but I guess I didn't. My bad. Focus. 412 is Focus. Will Smith plays a con artist who takes a... This isn't the rom-com, by the way. Will Smith plays a con artist who takes a novice under his wing. They have an encounter 3 years later. Don't remember it too well, but it's a very good movie. I like these kind of movies, where it's just different people are playing 3D chess with each other, so it's solid. And there's a very iconic scene in that movie, that you can YouTube. It's cool, man. It's cool. So my bad. I said the rom-com early, didn't I? But it's 411 Silver Linings Playbook. Here's my rom-com. Really good acting. Just watch it. I'm not going to explain a rom-com, you know what I mean? But yeah, there it is for you. Really good movie, by the way. Number 10, Immortals with Henry Cavill, takes place in 1228 BC. How's that for a timeline? Ancient Greece. Just really cool backdrop, like the environment. Two different people are looking for the long lost bow of Epirus. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Epirus. Yeah, Epirus. And it's just like, I can't explain why it's so good, but it's so different, and it's good. What was I need to add a movie, huh? Clash of the Titans, I think. I haven't seen that movie though, but I probably need to add that. Okay, what about 10 more? Sorry about that. 409 Patch Adams, Robin Williams, Philip Seymour Hoffman. After struggling with depression in a mental hospital, Patch Adams decides he wants to become a doctor. He becomes disillusioned by the clinical perspective on patient care. With the aid of a wealthy friend, Adams opens his own medical clinic with free medical care. There's definitely some stuff that happens in the movie. Should it be this high or should it be higher? This is a tricky one to rate. I mean, I think this is about right. It's a unique movie. So I feel good. I feel good about this ranking. Yeah, so 1 second. Next up, we have 408 Lethal Weapon. I've seen all four. The second one is pretty dang funny. Just two police officers. One is crazy, Mel Gibson. They team up to solve crimes in LA. And, the other officer is Danny Glover. Good chemistry. Yeah, they're They're good action movies, just no question about it. 407, this is a weird one, but I'm okay with it. Alpha, incredibly underrated movie. Young Kita tries to survive alone in the wilderness after he's left for dead during his first hunt with the Cro-Magnon tribe. He soon forms an unlikely alliance with the lone wolf. They try and make it home before winter. Um, yeah, it's let me look something up real quick. Yeah, I mean they make it look like a real movie, but like obviously probably a lot of CGI. Um, Getting towards the end here, but yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's a simple movie, man, but it's just done the right way. 406 of Mice and Men. Two men drift through California during the Great Depression looking for work. Gary Sinise and John Malkovich. Lenny develops an infatuation with the owner's daughter-in-law. Things go bad from there. Um, is that all I put? Yeah, yeah. I mean that's all I can tell you. But it didn't wasn't a classic book about it, and the movies ranked pretty dang high if I remember right. Great acting, good movie, really good movie, for sure. Okay, next up we have 405, a criminally underrated comedy and a criminally underrated movie, Wedding Crashers. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are divorce mediators who spend their free time crashing wedding receptions. They crash a high profile event, but Vince Vaughn's character falls for bridesmaid Claire, breaking one of the many rules they have. Um, Man, just I don't know, man. Those two guys are so funny, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. I mean, it's and then the chemistry they have, and then just the script, just the way it was written. There's so many funny parts. I mean, I think you could make a case Wedding Crashers is a top 300 movie. It's that good. Like if you like comedies and you haven't seen this movie, this needs to be the next movie you watch. No question. Another thing I'm definitely going to add, almost made the top 700. Um, the Internship, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, definitely. You know where they work at Google. Next up, getting towards the end. I already said that. Sorry. 404, Roman J. Israel. I mean, I used to think Denzel didn't have range, but he does. I mean, he's a completely different character here. He is a very timid lawyer who doesn't know what he's doing. Let's just say that, and let's say he just gets caught up. Roman J. Israel is like a really, really good movie, no question. 403, Return to Paradise. Speaking of Vince Vaughn again. Joaquin Phoenix, and I don't know the other one, I don't think. Three friends are visiting Malaysia. 2 years later, two of them find out the other has been arrested for drugs relating to their past actions, all three of their past actions, I should say. They have a decision: return to Malaysia and split Lewis's sentence, or let him die. Don't really hear this movie talked about, not highly rated for some weird reason. It might be based on a true story. It's really, really good. Okay. 402, Sum of All Fears. Don't want to give anything away, but young recruit Jack Ryan, Ben Affleck, tries to identify who is behind a bomb going off in Baltimore. What was I going to say? Trying to avert nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia. It's like it's low key, like it's really underrated. Definitely. 401, A Quiet Place, last one here. A family must live in silence. I know everyone's heard of this one. Family must live in silence to avoid mysterious creatures that hunt by sound. Incredibly suspenseful movie. I've seen the second. I think there's a third I haven't seen. Second's not as good as is as so often the case, but yeah, it's good. A lot of people like it. It's highly rated. That ends this batch. Got in another 100 today. Was thinking about doing another 50, but tonight, but probably won't. But hey, getting close to halfway done. Just think in a couple days I might be able to see the finish line. So it's been a battle, but it's been fun. I'll talk to you later.